Hi fantasy managers, welcome to FPL Team Talks. In this video I'm going to go through my updated wildcard side for game week 10. I have pulled the trigger on my wildcard team. We're going to go through the players I've picked, why I've picked them, and also have a look at how it pans out over the next few weeks and a few options at the end. So if you enjoy this sort of video, give it a like. Don't forget to subscribe, and in the meantime, let's get into it. So let's have a look at my defence first of all. I'm pretty set on pretty much all of my players, bar a couple of midfielders, I think, and possibly a striker. But my defence and goalkeepers are pretty set. Areola has such good fixtures all the way through until about game week 19-20. So I just really don't see the need to rotate him. And there just isn't enough of upside, I feel, to spend more on another goalkeeper. No one in that 4.5 bracket really takes my fancy. Even though Areola's got one clean sheet, I think there's good potential in Everton at home, Forest at home. Having said all that, I'm not going for the cheapest goalkeeper on the market. I'm going for Matt Turner, but I do have a little bit of money invested in him. And I just don't see the point in going to 3.9 keeper when I got Matt Turner for 4 million and he is a playing goalkeeper at the moment. But Areola pretty much will have that slot as a set and forget. If I move into that defence then, Matty Cash at 5.1, he is going to be the main man for me. I think with those fixtures, as we'll see with all three Villa players that I have got, I can't really go without him. Luton at home, Forest and then Fulham look like just two good fixtures to avoid. His attacking potential is immense to 0.38. Did consider going for Luca Digne, just decided in the end I have the budget, I'm just going to go for Matty Cash. Alongside him, again, I just feel he's too good to turn around. A £4.5 million defender for Liverpool with those fixtures looks fantastic. If you owned him at the start of last season when Robertson was out as well, you'll know he does have a little bit of attacking potential when he picked up an assist there. 4.4 got him for, just too good to turn down. He should be in until the new year, we expect, when Robertson comes back. The fact that Chambers played tonight, I think, instead of Tsimikas, I'm not sure whether that's a good thing or not. I'm hoping that it just means he gets rested for the weekend. But 4.5, 4.4, I'm prepared to risk having him. Gabriel then comes in, again 4.7. I'm not spending much on my defence at all, but he's a playing defender for Arsenal. He's gone down 0.3 since the start of the season. Last six games he's played, Sheffield United and Burnley at home, definitely games I want to target. Not a lot of attacking potential from him. But you know what? I'm happy at 4.7 to just bag those clean sheets. Newcastle away is a difficult fixture, but I do think that Arsenal defence is still good enough to go to Newcastle, especially with their injury problems, to get a clean sheet. But I have got a few options of moving him out if I want to. I have gone for Jared Branthwaite at 4 million. I'm just not going to hope he's playing that much. Hopefully he's just going to stay on the bench. There is a possibility that I play him against Palace. I'm not sure whether the fixtures will really benefit me doing that. But just a playing defender, 4 million. Played the last 7. He looks nailed in that Everton side. And Charlie Taylor does at the moment. Now things could still change. But his fixtures look decent. But I still don't think I'm going to trust a Burnley defender against anyone. Do I take Gabriel out in game week 11 and play him as at home to Palace instead? I still feel that I'll probably back Gabriel to get more of a clean sheet. Not much attacking returns. At the moment he's keeping his place in the side, 3.9. Let's wait and see. So not much spent on that defence, and that's because a lot of it has gone into that midfield. Already looked at Aston Villa's fixtures, they look fantastic. And Diaby, even though he didn't return in the last game, he had a great season so far. He's played all 9 games, attacking returns, 6 of them, 0.71 for expected goal involvement. And those 3 next fixtures just look too good to not have a nailed on Villa player looking so far, getting forward as much as he does. Luton at home, Fulham away, and Forest away just looks great. And Musadov has been fantastic this season. So yeah, he comes in. Alongside him, I just have to have Salah. He was one of the main reasons I was going to wild card in game week 10 because of those Liverpool fixture swings. He's been brilliant. I'm not really sure I have to sell this to you too much. His expected goal involvement 1.33. Over still got more goals, assists than he has games, and fixtures just brilliant. Definitely a captaincy option for the next 2 weeks if you haven't got Haaland. Even with Haaland in this side, which I've got, I'm still going to captain him at home to Forest on pens. He looks brilliant. He had to come in. Jarrod Bowen is one whose place is up for grabs, and we'll talk about that later on. The West Ham fixtures just look great moving forward for the medium and long term, so he would be a kind of set and forget if I did bring him in. 7.4, it's not the cheapest, there are cheaper options out there. 9 games, 6 goals. What I like about Jarrod Bowen is, of course he's nailed, of course he's got 90 minutes in him every week. In fact, he's just dealing in goals is good enough for me as well. As a midfielder, that's prices, you get more points, plus you obviously get a clean sheet bonus, although he's not getting many of those. But Jarrod Bowen, yeah, definitely on my radar, especially with those good fixtures. I've had Mitoma since the start of the season, only missed 1 game, and even then he came on half time, got a couple of goals against Bournemouth, I think it was. So he's got 3 goals, 3 assists, done really well, and the fixtures look brilliant for them. There is a conversation about another Brighton player that I will discuss later on, but 6.5, he doesn't look very expensive, he looks good. Saka is another player that is just absolutely nailed in my side. I don't want to go into that Sheffield United game and Burnley match without him in it, so long as he's fit, which he looks like he is. The only other option would be Odegaard, but I think Saka, I say he's got pens, he's got the option of taking pens. If he keeps those, and for 8.5, he shades it for me. And then looking further forward, we're going Haaland up front. Again, there is a conversation to be had about whether or not he has to play. I think you could get away without it, although it does seem probably 2 games ago would have been the time to go without him. Man U away, I wouldn't say that's easy, but then would you be surprised if he got a brace? Probably not. Bournemouth at home is the one where I just don't want to go without him. Chelsea away, Liverpool at home, I could live without him in those games. But Bournemouth at home, he could really hurt me. And then after Liverpool, the fixtures look quite nice. So I think he's just going to have to be a set and forget. 9 games, 9 goals, 1 assist, still going over at 1.01 expected goal involvement. He's 14 million. I still got to keep him. I just don't want to go into that Bournemouth game without him, if I'm honest. And then Ollie Watkins has to play. He's got to have been priced actually at 8.3. We've already looked at those fixtures that he's got. But 8 games, 4 goals, 7 assists. He looks brilliant. 0.82. Off the scale, he's been really one of the picks of the season so far. And I don't want to go into those next 3 games without him. So the side comes up as 98.9. So I've got a little bit of wriggle room to play with. And the side looks really good in game week 10. And if we move into game week 11, it looks decent. I do have the issue with Gabriel and Saka. I could transfer one out, but then Arsenal have such a good fixture the following week, as we'll see with Burnley at home. I don't want to move him out, so they would stay in. The one question or sort of query I could do or go to is I could drop Mitoma and play Adringa. That would release 1.5 million, and they've got great fixtures. He's played 4 out of the last 5 home games, or games in the league, including tonight where he got an attacking return against Ajax. Not a lot of competition in that side. In fact, he played up front, so he could keep playing. I do like him. He drops down. I could move Mitoma out and Adringa in, and then I could upgrade Bowen to Son. When you compare the two of them in terms of fixtures, I think Bowen has it. Everton at home, you've got more home fixtures in that next 5, so you have to be wary that it is just the next 5 we're looking at there, not longer term, although West Ham I still think win on that count. They've got great fixtures, Everton, Forest and Palace all at home. Brentford and Burnley away is not bad. Tottenham, they do have Chelsea at home, Villa at home and City away, that's not easy. And then they've also got Palace and Wolves both away, so they look harder games to score in. So, but it is Son, he's on pens, they're top of the league, they're playing so well. I think the money really doesn't come into it. I think I'm happy to downgrade Mitoma to Adringa, but do I really want to move Bowen out to Son? I'm just not sure Son's going to outscore him. So that's the one question I've still got over my side. The other one is, if I kept Bowen, I could, or even if I didn't do anything, if I kept Bowen and Mitoma, I could then move one of my weaker enabling attackers to Nketiah if he's going to get minutes now that Jesus is out. Again, I'm just not sure. Even though it seems like a good move, I'm not sure how he's actually going to get in the side and who would drop out. Would Haaland drop out against Man United? That doesn't feel comfortable putting 14 million on the bench. So those are the options I've got. Those are the dilemmas I've got going into the last day. I'd love to hear your thoughts. That's it for this one then, guys. Let me know in the comments below if you're wildcarding in Game Week 10. Are there any players that you think I am overlooking that I should be bringing into my side? And even if you're not wildcarding, who do you intend to bring in for Game Week 10? If I don't see you beforehand, have a great weekend. Good luck with your wildcard, whatever transfers you're making. We'll be back at you next week with team selection videos, watch lists, all that good stuff. So make sure you hit the like, don't forget to subscribe. And in the meantime, see you soon.